To us from Catholic Social Services. We have the Deputy Director in the Zoom room with us, Paula Perez. Good morning, Paula. Thank you so much for coming on to the show to talk about this new project, Nafansafu. Did I say that right?
Yes, Project Nafin Safu.
Project Nafansafu, which means to keep, safe, or protect from. So this started on Monday, but I was kind of reading through the release. It kind of sounds like though it's what you guys have been doing in terms of helping the homeless over at the global dorms.
Yeah, correct. But this one has a lot more details to it. So this allows us to assist eligible families in paying back rent and back utilities to help keep them housed.
Okay, yeah, if you could then just go through the program. There's like 3 different points here.
Yes, correct. And like you said, we have already been implementing part of this program. We have done outreaches since COVID started in March. We go out weekly. We pass out food bags that also contain PPEs to help keep them safe. We do a lot of education, inform the homeless on the street where they can get assistance and what kind of assistance is out there. So this grant just builds on that. And families we have a real simple intake form that's on our website, www.catholicsocialserviceguam.org. They can go to Nafin Safu, fill out the intake form, and sends it to our staff. Our staff will acknowledge that they've received it and set up an appointment to meet with the individuals or the families, to establish eligibility. And then, we can determine what their needs are, back rent, back utilities, what it is we can do to assist them to help keep them in their homes or their apartments, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. And so can you tell us about the grant award from GORA? It doesn't really say how much.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
The grant, how much was the grant from GORA?
About 1.2 million.
Oh, okay. Is there any deadline to apply for the grant?
No, we are, in all honesty, expecting an influx. We just launched yesterday. We've already had numerous phone calls inquiring about the program. We've had emails, intake applications already faxed in, so our staff is already busy.
Wow. How many would you say
that have come in so far?
Yeah.
Almost a dozen, which, for us was a surprise considering the press release just went out yesterday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys, how many of you guys, I guess, are anticipating that you'll be receiving? And you said there's no deadline?
Well, the grant is anywhere between 1 and 2 years. So we're hoping to assist at least at a minimum 100 families, depending on what assistance they need. If it's just a one-time assistance or if there are those that need a few more months of help. So it really just depends on what the dollar figures are per household.
Mm-hmm. And so what sort of documents and things like that will people need to submit?
Okay, if it's for rental arrears, then, of course, we need a copy of the lease agreement to show what their monthly payments are, how far behind they are. Same with utilities, a copy of their billings from GPA and GWA, so that we can put all those documents together. We need just the regular normal stuff, birth certificates, identification for all the adults in the household, check stubs, a letter of furlough if they've been furloughed, just so that we can have a complete packet and that we're assisting those that really are in need.
Mm-hmm. Would there anybody that would be, I guess, ineligible, like they meet the qualifications? Because we have the situation with the Guam Housing Corporation program where people applied, but because they were receiving PUA, they were ineligible.
The ineligibility factor here would be if they have been assisted in the last 6 months from this type of a grant. So Salvation Army does assist with arrears and rapid rehousing. So if they have been assisted in the last 6 months from them, then they're not eligible until a 6-month period lapses.
Mm-hmm. Would you be able to speak about, I guess, what's happening with the global dorms in terms of the assistance to the homeless people there that CSS has provided?
The type of assistance that we provide, or how many
Yeah,
have
if you
been
could
housed.
provide, yeah, can you provide any updates on the assistance that's been provided to the homeless individuals over at the global dorms?
Specifically to housing.
Yes, the was it rapid rehousing?
So we have been working closely with GORA and DISIT and Guam Behavioral for that client population so that we can complete all the necessary documents and the applications to be submitted to GORA. We have been successful in housing people. There are still people that have applications that are under review. It is a lengthy process. They're trying to cut through a lot of the work that needs to be done so that we can move people out, because we do have a wait list. So the quicker we move them out of global dorm, the more individuals that we can assist.
How long is the wait list?
There were a couple dozen on the wait list last I checked. I haven't looked at yesterday's report yet, so I couldn't give you that most current data.
Okay. You know, a lot of people have been making donations to Catholic Social Services. What other assistance, what other kind of donations do you guys need, whether it's to help people over at Global Dorms or anywhere else?
Oh, thank you for asking. Our food pantry has been busier than it's ever been. We've actually had to expand. It used to be a small 8 by 10 room. We have taken over our conference room here at our main office because the need for food, to the number of people coming in for assistance has grown dramatically. So non-perishable goods, we would love to add fruits and vegetables if anybody out there would want to, donate that on a regular basis. We're grateful for Guam Bakery. They've been a great partner for us. They donate loaves of bread every Monday. So we pass those out in the food bags until that inventory is exhausted. But, just outside of canned foods, something that adds substance to the food bags that we're giving out. And we're always looking for more PPEs and toiletries to help people keep their homes, clean.
Yeah. Well, we're getting ready to say goodbye to 2020. It's been a difficult year for everybody, right? And I would assume not only difficult for Catholic Social Services, but extremely busy. And I mean, what would you say when you reflect back on 2020 just for CSS?
Wow. 2020 has been very challenging for us. We've had to expand services beyond what we normally do. We've increased the number of homeless outreaches that we do from once a month to once a week. Just the number of food bags that go out. We have also started delivering food to families who have no means of getting to our offices for food. We'd like to do that more often with more households. It's just, we don't have the staff capacity to do that. So we really have to work on schedules when we're going to go out into what area of the island we're going to. We've had people in quarantine who have called asking for assistance because they have no way of getting food. So, that has been worrisome for some staff, and it's like, okay, we're going to leave it outside your gate. Don't come out until after we leave, kind of deal. But it's really allowed us to grow and to really focus on our mission and to just offer as much help as often as we can.
All right. Well, thank you, Paula. Anything else you wanted to share about Nafan Safu, the program, or anything else over at CSS?
Well, if anybody has any questions or would like more information on the program, they can visit our website at www.catholicsocialserviceguam.org or call our main office. Nafan Safu's office is 635-1422, and our main office number for reception is 635-1442. And I do want to thank the community. We have had such amazing support, and we couldn't do even half of what we do without the support from our community. We put out a call for food or toiletry or whatever it is that we've put out calls for, and the community has been so responsive. And I'm just so grateful for that. We're so blessed that we come from a community that is always willing to offer help.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys, for having us on.
Okay, take care. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Andy.
Happy New Year.
All right, that was Paula Perez talking about Catholic Social Services' new program that they launched, Project Nafan Safu, which means to keep safe or protect from. And this project was made possible through a I think she said $2 million grant from the Guam Housing and Urban Renewal Authority. And so the project, it provides assistance, outreach services to unsheltered homeless, to provide education and awareness of the pandemic and preventing the spread of the virus, homeless prevention assistance for households at risk of becoming homeless for income-eligible households, and rapid rehousing of income-eligible homeless individuals with targeted focus on families with young children, individuals with disabilities, and the elderly. If you are interested in turning in an application, you can fill out the intake form on Catholic Social Services website. Their website is catholicsocialserviceguam.org, and fax it to 635-1444. We'll post this information just in case you missed it on probably on the stream or on our social media.
It's funny too. I'm seeing some of the kids on Twitter, and they were like, "Oh, can you say what that means?" And they're like, "Where have I heard Nafan Safu before?" We're like, hello. Contrai peligro, Nafan Safu. Hello. And everyone's like, oh, yeah. and then everybody on Twitter was like, hey, great name. Great choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
and
used to
more
hearing
importantly, great work by our friends at Catholic Social
yes.
Services.
Yeah. I think they're one of those inspirations, right, in our community, really stepping up to help our people in need. And we all know, we've seen the lines when in part one, right, the first wave of the pandemic, there were so many people lining up trying to get food. They were hungry. We heard it from different organizations like Salvation Army, and I want to say even Catholic Social Services, that they've seen new homeless, so many people that were doing okay, and then suddenly, found themselves in real financial problems, experiencing financial problems.
But Bree, Jason, we've all been doing this in media for a couple decades, and every time we have one of these donation drives or telethon, you see the community step up in a big way. And it doesn't matter what the economy is like, what the stock market looks like. Times can be tough, and people will still find a way to donate, step up, and whatever it is, they're willing to help. And having Catholic Social Services, their team out there, doing a lot of the legwork. But the people, I say it all the time, when the need is there, the people just need to know how to help. It's not about like, oh, I don't have it, I can't. They just need to know how. And so Catholic Social Services is there, along with all these other organizations. We've had people on the show here in the past couple of weeks that, hey, we're doing a donation drive for CSS. We're raising, these goods for CSS. So it's great to see. And that's just the beauty of the community we have here, that people are going to step up regardless of how they're hurting. They know that, hey, if I have a little bit extra, I can donate that. And Paula and everybody else over there at CSS will tell you that every little bit helps. Just, having that loaf of bread in a bag for your family is a good little bit of comfort. So every little bit counts. So we want to thank them, their entire team, and everybody that has donated for helping us. We know this year sucks. Everybody agrees that this year sucks on so many different levels. Economically, the housing issue, there's just so many things that the island, the world is hurting. But we still find that strength to dig a little bit deeper and help out how we can. And it's beautiful to see.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Paula.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
You too. Still to come on the link, we're going to have representatives from the Guam Visitors Bureau